Aries, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to your summer solstice June 2024 tarot reading. Instead of this just being for the month of June though, we're actually going to look at the rest of 2024. So June all the way through December, and just look at the astrological energies that are upcoming. I think this is always a great time at the winter and summer solstices to look at how far you have come. If you haven't already taken a look at those mid-year 2024 tarot readings, I will leave the link below. I did 4 videos based on your element, and I do think those are a great way to look back at January through June. So let's get right into it, Aries. I hope that you all are doing well. If you haven't already subscribed to Scorpio Soul Time, I would love if you would. Thank you to everyone who has commented, subscribed, and said such nice things about all of the readings. I really do appreciate all of you. All right, you all, let's get right into it. I will leave the astrological dates that are like the most significant over the next 6 months down in the description. All right, Aries, let's see what Spirit has for you. So you start off here in June at the solstice with the Hermit energy in reverse. That is Virgo energy. 6 of Cups for the month of July. August finds you with the 8 of Swords. September finds you with the 7 of Pentacles. October, Page of Pentacles in reverse. November, Queen of Swords in reverse. And in December, ending the year on the 4 of Cups. Okay. Now let's go ahead and we're going to pull a card that's going to represent the first half of 2024. What is it that you have brought into the rest of the year? What have you experienced from January until June? Spirit, if you can send Aries a card for the first half of 2024. And you have the 3 of Cups in reverse. So the 3 of Cups is that card of celebrations, getting together with people, community, possibly friends, colleagues. There is this sense, though, that since yours is in reverse, Aries, maybe the first half of the year you've had some stressors, or possibly communications haven't gone the best with you and colleagues, friends, family. Maybe there were some celebrations that started off good but didn't go the way that you were thinking, or maybe there was a sense of coming together that you thought was going to happen throughout the first half of 2024, and they didn't really go the way that you had planned. I do think a lot of this has to do with you and Libra's axes right now with the eclipses, and I do think that many of you and Librans are having these relationship challenges because of your eclipses. So I do think that this is energy that you are bringing into the second half of the year, but I don't really see a lot of people in any of your cards except for that 6 of Cups here in July. So I do think that this could clear up. So I'm glad to see that. Or maybe your focus is no longer on this aspect of your life. So let's go ahead and pull an overarching theme card. Spirit, if you can send Aries extra messages and guidance here. Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. So for many of you all, Aries, there is this theme throughout the rest of 2024 surrounding your possessions, your earthly goods. This could be your job, your career. This can also be your possessions like your home or whatever it is that you are wanting to manifest in your life, but in an earthly way. But with this being your guardian, it's like someone is really taking time with you. Your angels, your spirit guides are taking time with you and saying to yourself, where is it that you need to focus more on how to stay grounded, not to be so fiery, not to get so worked up on things that may not be as important the rest of 2024, and to stay really grounded in your beliefs and what it is that you want to accomplish. So really think through that, Aries, throughout the rest of the year. This earthly garden or earth garden is is really wanting you to stay grounded, stay focused, and really take time for yourself, as well as look at where it is that you want to attract more wealth in your life. Okay, so really nice to see that. So as I'm looking over your cards, I think it's interesting that you have quite a few reversals. I do think that throughout the summertime, I can see that there's somewhere that you're needing to take time away from everyone. And I think that that kind of leads back to that Earth Guardian and figuring out how to get really focused with your own needs in the summer. It does look like by the time you move into the fall, though, some type of money news could come in, something that you have been working on for a while, Aries. And by the time you get into October and November, you could have an important decision made for you. Okay, so keep that in mind. It might not be something that you really want to hear. You could be leaving a job or moving on to another form of making money. And by the end of the year, you look like you have a huge decision to make that you're contemplating. So let's go month by month. So here in June and July at the summer solstice, we also have Saturn retrograde in Pisces here in June. And then in August, we have excuse me, I already went into August. Now in July, we have Neptune retrograde begin in Pisces. So with Saturn and Neptune retrograding in the summer, really pay attention to those Piscean themes. Make sure that you are taking time for yourself. Remember, Pisces is that regenerating energy of yourself and making sure that you feel good spiritually, but it's also a very creative energy. So this could be a good time to go within, have someone from the past could come in and give you some ideas. Reinventing yourself, I just heard, could come up throughout this time. So really take the summertime, Aries, to figure out how can you maybe get back to some goals that you had for yourself. I do think that by the time you move into August and September, some type of decision making is no longer a burden for you. I do think that some of you have started your own business, or possibly you've been thinking about it and you've been waiting for it to take off, whether it is I've just heard food truck. So I don't know if any of you all have a food truck business. Some of you have been trying to get more clients, have been marketing your goods. I do think that this Seven of Pentacles is that wait and see energy. And in August, when we have Mercury retrograde in Virgo and Leo, I do think during this time, you're going to be really getting really clear on what it is you want to do, so that once Mercury retrograde is over, you are ready. And I do think it's interesting you got that Hermit card, which is that Virgo energy as well. So don't be surprised if that Virgo energy surrounds you for most of, it looks like June through September, okay? Now, I do think, Aries, what is also interesting is that since you did get this Earth Guardian that refers to money, possessions, wealth, remember you have that Seven of Pentacles and this Page of Pentacles by the time you move into September and October. Remember, September is a really big month, you all. September is going to be very similar to how April was this year, because we now have Pluto retrograding back into Capricorn until November, and then eclipse season begins in Pisces, and this will be Pisces' first full moon eclipse here, September 17th. During this time, I do think some of you all could get some information that you're not really wanting to hear. I do think that some of you will have started some type of job search. Some of you are starting to look because of some decision that has been handed down at your current job or organization. Some of you have been looking for other resources of money. And I do think whatever resources you had in the past, you have some kind of decision here that you need to pivot. And I do think that that eclipse season is going to be one that's very fruitful for you, because you're going to have information on how to gain more money in the future. And I do think that that's what that Earth Guardian is signifying, is focus on grounding yourself during the rest of the year, okay? Now, by time you get into the end of the year, I think it's interesting. So we had October, November when we had eclipse season, Libra, new moon, solar eclipse. And by time you get into December, you are going to have Mars retrograding in Leo. And as you're coming out of November, when Pluto moves back into Aquarius, and then we have Mercury now retrograding in Sagittarius, some type of decisions could need to be made that you're not quite sure which way to pivot by time you end the year. I do think December is going to be this contemplative month for you, Aries, where you're taking all this information in from these last few months and you're saying, okay, how do I want to start 2025? So really think through this energy, Aries, because I do think that many of you all are needing to figure out where is it that all that energy of you being by yourself or you going within to work on whatever this money project is or whatever you are wanting to accomplish by the end of 2024. Really make sure that you're not letting other people sway your decision, okay? Make sure that this is based on you, your family, how it's going to benefit you, so that by time you end 2024, you're feeling much better about your finances, about your career, but also just about yourself in general, and you're feeling more grounded, okay? So Aries, I hope this was helpful for you. Take a look at your sun, moon, and rising signs also in this video series. I look forward to hearing how you are doing mid-year 2024. I'll talk to you later.